Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Willow confesses over Pics spills to Michael and stops Drew blackmail. General Hospital, GH, spoilers reveal that Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, guilt has already been taking a toll. So there have been moments when it seemed like she might confess to Michael Corinthos, Chad Dell. Willow's forbidden kisses with Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, have really weighed on her, so she's teetered on the edge of spilling the beans and asking for forgiveness. However, Willow ultimately chose to bury her secret and has just been trying to avoid Drew instead. That plan's had terrible results since Drew can't seem to stay out of Willow's orbit, no matter how many times she tries to push him away. Of course, that could be great news from Elaine's, Judy Kane, perspective since she's the private investigator, Ned Quartermain, Wally Kurth, hired to get a fair proof. All Elaine needs is another kiss or a very intimate-looking moment, and she can use her cell phone to snap some evidence. Elaine might even catch Drew and Willow on the verge of stripping down for passion somewhere, depending on how far this goes. Whatever the case, Elaine made it clear that she's excellent at what she does, so we have no doubt that some cheating pics are about to become part of the story. Ned may use the photos Elaine delivers to blackmail Drew. And if that happens, Willow may find out as well. Drew might feel obligated to give Willow a heads up on their secret being in jeopardy, or maybe she could walk in on Ned threatening him. Regardless, we should consider what might happen once Willow sees that the secret is spiraling out of control. Willow may refuse to let Ned blackmail Drew and decide to take his upper hand away. The PI's pics could force Willow's confession to Michael as she attempts to eliminate Ned's power over the situation. There's still the matter of Drew's campaign being at risk, but Willow might hope that Ned will want to avoid launching a public Quartermain scandal. Regardless, Willow's main concern will be Michael, and the possibility that he could find out about all the Drew drama through these potential photos. Maybe Willow will decide to give Michael updates herself and try to soften the blow. Based on our GH predictions, Michael and Willow's marriage will take a huge hit once the truth about her feelings for Drew comes to light. General Hospital spoilers say Michael may have to reevaluate his future, so don't miss what's in store for him. In a shocking twist on General Hospital, Willow Tate finds herself caught in a web of deception that could shatter her world. It all begins when a private investigator's incriminating photos force Willow to make a heart-wrenching confession. What she reveals has the potential to destroy her relationship with Michael Corinthos and put a halt to Drew Kane's blackmail plot, but the fallout may reach much further than anyone anticipates. Willow's guilt over the forbidden kiss. For weeks, Willow has been carrying the weight of a terrible secret. After months of emotional turmoil following her cancer battle and subsequent bone marrow transplant, Willow found herself seeking solace in an unexpected source, Drew Kane. What started as a moment of vulnerability quickly turned into a complicated situation that Willow never intended to create. One fateful evening, after a heated conversation with Michael, Willow found herself turning to Drew for comfort. The two shared a kiss, nothing more, but the guilt gnawed at Willow from that moment onward. Though Willow had initially convinced herself that it was a mistake she could bury deep inside, the looming presence of a private investigator tracking Drew and the potential fallout has made her realize that her secret won't stay hidden for long. Unbeknownst to Willow, someone had hired the PI to keep tabs on Drew, and the photos of their stolen kiss are now being used as leverage. The PI's photos change everything. The photos that captured the tender moment between Willow and Drew are the smoking gun that sets the stage for this explosive reveal. The investigator had been tailing Drew as part of a larger scheme, not to spy on Willow, but rather to expose Drew's dealings for other reasons. Drew's past business decisions and shady alliances made him a prime target, but the PI never expected to catch him in a compromising situation with Michael's fiancée. When the PI's client gets hold of these damning photos, the wheels of blackmail are set in motion. Drew is threatened with exposure. His kiss with Willow is not only a betrayal of Michael, but also a scandal that could ruin his reputation. The client demands that Drew hand over sensitive ELQ information, or else the pictures will make their way into Michael's hands. Willow's decision to come clean. With the pressure mounting on Drew, Willow knows she can't let Drew take the fall for something that was as much her doing as his. Although Drew assures her that he'll handle the situation, Willow's conscience won't allow her to remain silent any longer. The thought of Michael finding out from someone else, through those damning photos, no less, terrifies her. Willow struggles internally, torn between her love for Michael and the fear of losing him if he finds out the truth. But she knows that keeping this secret will only make things worse in the long run. With Drew now on the hook for something that was out of his control, Willow realizes she has no choice but to tell Michael the truth, no matter the consequences. The emotional confession. The moment Willow decides to confess, the weight on her shoulders becomes unbearable. She finds Michael at home, distracted by his ongoing battle with Nina and his relentless focus on taking down Sonny's empire. For a moment, she considers backing out, but the sight of Michael, the man she's built a life with, the father of her children, gives her the strength she needs. With tears in her eyes, Willow begins her confession. "Michael, I've been keeping something from you," she says, her voice trembling. Michael's brow furrows in concern, and he moves closer to her, sensing the seriousness of her tone. "What is it, Willow?" he asks softly, his hand reaching out to hers. Taking a deep breath, Willow finally spills everything. She tells Michael about the kiss with Drew, explaining how it happened in a moment of weakness and confusion. "It didn't mean anything, Michael," she pleads. "It was a mistake, and I've regretted it every day since." Michael's face falls, the weight of Willow's words sinking in. He steps back, stunned by the revelation. "You kissed Drew," he repeats, disbelief clouding his voice. "You kissed my best friend?" Willow nods, tears streaming down her face. "It was just a kiss, but there's more you need to know. Someone took photos of us, Michael. A private investigator. They're blackmailing Drew with them, trying to force him into giving up information about ELQ." Michael's rage and betrayal. For a moment, there is only silence between them. Michael's mind races as he tries to process the betrayal. The image of Drew, the man he's trusted for years, kissing the woman he loves, is a blow to his heart. But the mention of blackmail pulls him out of his emotional spiral, and his focus shifts to the threat looming over them. "Who's doing this?" Michael demands, his voice cold and sharp. "Who's trying to blackmail Drew?" Willow shakes her head, wiping her tears. "I don't know the details. Drew didn't tell me much because he didn't want to involve me, but I couldn't let him take the fall for something that was my fault too." Michael's hands curl into fists as he paces the room, his mind racing through the implications. Drew, his closest confidant, had not only kissed Willow, but now faced blackmail because of it. And ELQ, his family's legacy, was being dragged into the mess. His trust in both Willow and Drew has been shattered. Willow's plea for forgiveness. Seeing the pain and anger in Michael's eyes, Willow knows she may never be able to repair the damage she's caused. Still, she tries. "I'm so sorry, Michael," she says softly. "I never meant to hurt you. It was a mistake, and I know I don't deserve your forgiveness, but I love you. I've always loved you." Michael stops pacing, his back to Willow as he clenches his jaw. He can feel the rage bubbling inside him, but a part of him still loves her too. He turns to face her, his eyes full of hurt. "This isn't something that's just going to go away, Willow," he says quietly. "You broke my trust." "I know," Willow whispers, her heart breaking as she watches him struggle with his emotions. Drew's fate hangs in the balance. As Michael grapples with Willow's confession, another issue looms large: what to do about Drew. Michael knows that whoever is blackmailing Drew won't stop at just threatening him. If those photos are released, it won't just be Drew and Willow who suffer. The Corinthos and Quartermain families will be dragged through the mud, and ELQ could face irreparable damage. Will Michael set aside his personal betrayal to help Drew, or will he let his anger dictate his next move? And as the blackmailer's demands grow, will Drew be able to protect Willow from further fallout? Or will this kiss lead to the unraveling of more than just a friendship? One thing is certain: the lives of Willow, Michael, and Drew will never be the same again.